Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be doing a tour of my city called Belvedere. At the last episode, I was working on building this highway through the snowy mountains. I think we're just going to go back to the city and maybe work on the city today. Got a long way to go. Yeah, my horse froze to death in the last episode. Um, Fell through the snow, which seems to happen a lot. Let's see, you still have the armor and the saddle, all that jazz. Let's see, 1 second, guys. Just checking a few things here. All right. So yeah, I've been working on this city for like 3 years. Um, a lot of it has been like building out road networks and everything, which I guess I will go ahead and show you before we make that trek. Basically the idea, uh, like all roads lead back to Rome. Well, all roads lead back to Belvedere in this case. All right, let's see. Yeah. All right, yeah, so this is the map of Haystack County, which is basically where Belvedere is. It's kind of the downtown is going to be right here in this area. A lot of these roads I've already kind of built out. There may be like a few missing ones, like this one I haven't built yet. This one I haven't built. But pretty much all. Oh, I haven't built this road, which I might not because it's pretty mountainous over here. But yeah, it's a nice coastal city with ocean views. This red line is like the main highway that goes back to the spawn. And move myself. So basically, the road I've been working on, I haven't even put on this map, but it kind of cuts across here, and then it goes basically northwest into the snowy area. Let's see if that matches back up. All right, so anyway, let's do a little crafting. You know what, I might as well take all this spruce back to the city. Yeah, might as well. RIP to the horse. Made him a stable and everything. sure I'm not leaving any. Take that. So yeah, it's a really cool snowy mountains area. Eventually I want to make kind of a mountain town. And I try to make the road gradual, like a gradual incline. Also, when it snows, this road, because it's on like the uneven blocks, it shouldn't be covered in snow at any point. Might as well take these few sticks back. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so the horse basically just fell through some of the lightly packed snow, and I wasn't able to dig out to where it wouldn't freeze. I'm also working on metro for the city, and I'm using a lot of that ice there with Silk Touch on the pickaxe. Should I leave? I think I'm gonna leave my boots here. Got like probably 10 leather boots at that shack where I spawned in. But it never hurts to have as many as possible. Yeah, just a really cool snowy area. It's kind of nice. Should I take a boat from here? Oh, perfect. Let's see, I think you have to not have anything on you to tame a horse. Oh, that was easy. Alright. Could be faster, but that's alright. wondering if basically this road kind of cuts back, so I'm like, I wonder if I should just make that more straight, more of a straight shot. So this whole area I was thinking about just kind of preserving and having like hiking trails going through here. So I do have a little trail. Eventually I want to expand that. Alright, so the main island that I showed you is completely or I guess there's a boardwalk basically going around the entire island, which really, you know, it's kind of a series of canals and rivers, but it actually is an island. This isn't my favorite kind of approach to the city, but that's all right. I'll show you guys. I'm working on building a bunch of stables, kind of coming off the main highway, and yeah, there. So this will be like this central stables area. And below it, right now it's just a big open space in there. But I'm thinking maybe I'll put like maybe a market like with like an indoor market under the stables. But yeah, this is the main highway that goes, if you keep going that way, it goes all the way back to the spawn, where there's a couple other people on this realm, and they built some really cool stuff. So yeah, capacity. So 120 horses for this whole city here. Yeah, I don't even know where to start, but basically get to the city, and I'm gonna have like other stables along the highway that also are like surrounding the city. This just happens to be the first one, and I think it's gonna be the most centrally located. But as you can see here, no horses beyond this point. Which I don't really follow that rule, but it's kind of nice to imagine just like a walkable type city where you don't have to worry about being trampled by horses at all. All right, so yeah, I was working on this in the last episode. Well, not even the last episode. Over the weekend, I was working on these buildings here. This is my kind of map room, cartography area. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this horse off. This here is Broadway. This will be kind of, you know, horses will be able to ride on this street. And it's kind of cut through to like the coastal road, like the main road, which I'm calling Belvedere Ave, is right here. And so kind of got more infrastructure, sidewalks, so horses can pass through this main street. And these are the skyscrapers that I've been working on the past couple years. I know it's like I haven't built too much, but basically all the infrastructure I've focused a lot on getting that all set up. And this is my newest skyscraper that I'm working on. I think that one, I still need to like add a few things. This was the first one, and I just kind of went in order. Built that one second, third, fourth, the fifth one. And I think this is going to be like a bank tower. So this street, Broadway, it's more of like a commercial thoroughfare. Whereas these right here are all residential with, they're going to have shops like in the first floor, first couple floors. So this goes up to my metro, and I'm calling this area Belvedere Point because if you look here, at the very end of this is like where the two, I guess it's like two canals kind of split off. So I've got like one going one way up towards, that's like the main train station over there. And I think I'm going to leave this as just like a big open park. Got a bunch of flowers and all that. So yeah, I recently added on to the docks over here, and there's more docks on that side. So I think eventually all of this will be built up with high rises. And then I haven't decided if I want to keep this like low to medium size buildings or not. Kind of like you land in and then maybe have a bunch of like restaurants and bars and all that. That was weird sound. Okay. But yeah. So the train will go all the way out there. I'm wondering if I should reference the map again. But yeah, there's a lot of docks here. So you can just hop off the docks. I think I want to make like that area kind of like a more prosperous like neighborhood. Kind of come up with a few names for different areas. So yeah, you get off the docks, you can go this way, or you can follow the boardwalk. You got options. So yeah, a lot of the past couple years I've just been spending building out and planning the infrastructure. I think this was going to be like the Capitol building, but now I'm kind of thinking it'll be like the main ferry building. So like technically there will be different stops where people can just ride boats here, get off here, then go into the city. So yeah, still working on this. But I was like, early on, I was like, oh, this would be a good, like courthouse or Capitol building. But I think I want to make the Capitol like even bigger than this. Let's see. I will show you guys this area. It's not much to see other than this, but I do kind of like how this facade turned out, and I'm gonna build like a little bit higher rise building right there. I just really like the view from this area, from like over here. So I might as well show you guys that. And I'm also wondering if like along here it would be cool to have kind of some taller buildings kind of leading up to the um, main downtown part. But yeah, so this is still like the Belvedere Ave. So we got some sidewalks, some nice wide sidewalks. Wonder if that's a thunderstorm. All right, well, the view I was going to show you guys, I don't think you'll be able to see. Yeah. Oh well. I got a nice little park here, and then the canal going through. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, when it's not raining, you can see like it's just nice to have this in the foreground and then the city back here. And part of the planning was kind of having tree-lined streets, so I was like, I might as well do that before I put any buildings in, just kind of like get the streets how I want them. Why is it gotta be raining during my city tour? Come on. Can't really give it a tour like this. But anyway, you kind of get the idea. Alright, I guess I'll show you the transit center. And this is where my rail converges, and there's also a metro entrance. So this is still definitely being built out. But ice highway. And it's like the main lobby area. Still have a few, still have some detailing to do, but I kind of like this modern-ish look. So yeah. So also, I guess this is kind of a nice view too, out here. Yeah, so from the ocean, kind of go along this main canal. So this area is like along here, gonna keep building that up. And then it kind of, I think there will be another like ferry stop over there, kind of where the stables are that I showed you. Oh, just checking the stream. Yeah. So it'll be nice, like wherever the rail lines don't go, I'm gonna have underground like metro stops so that it'll be very connected. Which kind of makes it makes sense if I were to build like kind of the the tallest skyscrapers, like right next to the transit center. All right, let's sleep past this rainstorm. But yeah, I recently went to DC and was for the second time and was reminded how impressive their transit systems are, how their metro is. So I'm kind of inspired by that. What else should I show you all? Yeah, so obviously still need to like finish this, but I want to keep it to where basically that's like gonna be like mostly glass up there. Just a real modern look. Alright, we'll just jump over here. Okay, I am gonna show you the view from like right now you can kind of see through the buildings, but from up here it looks really cool. I think I may leave this as like an open green space as well. Kind of a buffer. Yeah, so I like this view right here. I think early on I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna get a few skyscrapers going, get them kind of all in a row, and then we'll figure it out after that. And I'm also debating, I think what I could do is leave this as like different green spaces, but I kind of want to fill in this area just so that like when you're coming in from the ocean, you at least see like this filled in. But I kind of like the idea of keeping all this open in like a long green space. So I'm not sure quite yet what I'm going to do with that. I also wanted to make sure like there's balconies on, I'd say most of these buildings. I think there's balconies in the front of that one. And this is kind of the one of the main plazas. At least right now it's the only plaza, but I'm gonna have like different plazas throughout the city, and this will be, I don't know if I'm gonna make a bigger one than this. This is a pretty good size, but I'm also kind of like, maybe I should. This is a pretty good size plaza, right? Yeah, so it would be cool to like fill the fill that gap in. And I think I'm gonna build another, like one more skyscraper right here. Yeah, it's also cool, like part of the idea is because there's so many canals that are going to be going through here. And really the canals are mostly built out. The idea is just like you can boat around and get off and then go into these buildings. I also like how this turned out. It's like when you're up there, you can just jump down to the bottom. And then it's also still like an indoor-outdoor arrangement. Then out onto the plaza. Okay. All right. So, as I was saying, there's a few other people in this realm, and one of them is currently building a tunnel from the city all the way back to the spawn. And so I built this for him. This is the Grand Tunnel entrance. Let me know what you think about this. I feel like the all glass kind of looks cool, but it also maybe could be improved. So yeah, you go down here, and then that leads to the tunnel. You got some enchanting up here, and he got all these diamonds from digging the tunnel, which is pretty impressive. Right. Moving on. Yeah, let me know what you think about the Grand Tunnel building. And also, I'm also wondering if I need to make a connection to the metro. It's a short distance, like pretty short, so I don't think it's really necessary to build to this tunnel from here. And I was saying in the last episode that the name of the county is Haystack County. So I want to put up hay bales kind of scattered throughout as kind of like a symbol of like the wheat production of the county, which is led, wow, that was weird, which has led to the prosperity of this city. Like, what is that noise? Yeah, so I haven't figured out what any of these buildings are going to be yet, but I just wanted to build out this street. And I've kind of I've named most of the streets. So this is 4th Street, and this is one of the big connector roads, I guess. This is Main Street. So I'm wondering, I probably will end up like expanding or improving this road, whether that's maybe just putting more trees along this side, or I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I may have it to where it's like a view out. But yeah, these smaller roads are kind of connectors as well. And I think this is going to be pretty densely packed in, each of these streets. Because it's kind of like the highest point, and it's right off the highway. So that goes to the metro. Yeah, like I think this will just be like skyscrapers at some point. one idea, I was like, there could be like a kind of Wall Street to where it's just like packed in high rises. Let's see what I named this road. Old Fork Road and Broadway. So let's see. I think that pretty much concludes the tour. I do have like one other town that I built that I actually started on first. I may save that. I think I'm going to save that for the next episode. But yeah, like from up here, you can see the highway. So like when you're coming in from the highway, I want there to be some cool views. I don't know if there's a good view from here. But we shall see. Oh, maybe not. It would be crazy if I built a plaza up here. Yeah, this is a good overview. And this is just what I have so far. A lot of floating highways. It's going to be tedious, but at some point I will need to build like more foundations, like pillars for all these floating highways. I'm going to build, like, I've started on some lofts, some like loft apartments across the river, which I have put some nice cherry trees. So that's going to be kind of a unique little area. And there's like another, what do you call it? Marina. That marina building, I'm not sure I like that, the looks of it, but for now, it'll be fine. Yeah, there's just something I really like about building skyscrapers. It just takes a long time. I guess I'll show you. This will be West Belvedere. This whole area. Kind of like, I guess that whole like hilly area would be downtown. And so yeah, TBD on what all is gonna go in here. But I've leveled out huge swaths of land. I mean, even the boardwalk, like, that took a long time to build. Yeah, so eventually, and this river kind of connects back to the opening from the sea. So really, if you wanted to go this way, takes a bit longer, but it's all connected. So the idea is just be able to take your boat and go around, get around easily. And I guess it is nice that that I've leveled out this whole area and gotten all the street grids organized. And if you keep following this road, if you go that way, it goes to like a kind of like I want to say like farming village, farming area that right now it's just a bunch of um, pins and wheat fields, and that's about it. But eventually it'll be more of like the agricultural, rural um, part of the county. All right, I suppose I will show you the inside of a few of these buildings. Can't really talk today. So I ended up staying up pretty late watching that the video about the Lego bricks and minifigs drama that's going on. These I really just wanted to have like unique interiors. Since they're all like in a row, I was like, I can make each one of these kind of its unique style. Let's see, did I go in this one? Yeah. Purple stained glass. Not sure if I'm sold on it. Looks a little like Halloween style. This one I kind of like how you can look out like this with the fence. Also, normally I'm not big on interiors. I don't know why this mic keeps cutting out. But I usually like for all the condos or apartments over here, I at least put a bed in each unit. Like as many bedrooms as there are, I usually put a bed in there, but that's about it. So this is the cartography center. I think I need to come up with some more creative names, which I can always do later. So yeah, this gives you a good idea. In addition to the map I showed you. Because I've noticed that the chunkbase.com map is not always completely accurate. So that's why you have to have a gigantic map room. And I'm thinking what I may do is screenshot this at some point and then just make overlays on top of this. But yeah, so I guess this will be like very dense, very high rise. And this area is going to be kind of like a big dock area. So I don't know if this will probably just still be like part of Belvedere, even though it's on the other side of the canal. And yeah, up here is Lamplight, which I'm gonna save for the next episode, but it's a cool little town. And the rail over here, this I have like a mine. Basically, there's a canal that goes all the way through this mountain, and it also connects to like a lot of mines in here. And then on top of this mountain, I think I'm gonna build like a gigantic church. You can also see there's like up here, it's hard to see, but there's like a favela type thing that's growing right here that I want to keep like expanding on this side and then probably on this side as well. So just a bunch of like smaller houses on the mountainside. What else? It's kind of hard to see up here. But yeah, I've built out a lot of roads, and that took a long time. And yeah, this was the snowy road that we came from at the beginning of the episode. And this highway goes pretty far south from here. Got like a connector road, like a ring road, or what do you call it? Like perimeter road. It's going to connect there. Well, it already does. And then it goes all the way up here, all the way through here. Can't really see now. Yeah, so that's pretty much an overview. Oh yeah, and so yeah, this rail will go to like the agricultural farming part, whereas on this side, this will go to this kind of cluster of two islands. And I was thinking I'd make this like kind of similar to Ellis Island, where like new people can come and like become citizens or whatever. And then they can just take the train all the way into the city. Yeah, it's fun to just like stare at these maps, but I promise I won't do that the whole time. And this will just be like a smaller version of this, like a more detailed version. And then probably a similar thing here, I would imagine. Or I may go even like further scaled out. This will be like the main map reference though. I'm gonna keep these wheat fields here as long as I can because of like being close to everything. They continue to grow, so it's easy to just get the wheat, plant some more seeds. I'll show you guys the inside of here. It's like a wool company, a wool and dye, or yeah, company. Got some sheep back here. So not all of my buildings are empty. Like this little balcony. And yeah, so there's, I mean, obviously I can do some more detailing on these buildings. I have been crafting for a very long time, but still I don't consider myself to be the best builder. All right, so this is kind of an important building. I'll show you guys just a smoker house for all my cold cuts. That's just like a apartments, a family estate. That, I guess I told you, probably gonna make this a bank. This may be a cool like bank vault entrance. Yeah, it could be cool to like kind of have that as the entrance and then like go down some stairs and have a vault. So this is the main point furnace. Lava buckets. Got some stuff burning. And this is the central stockpile. It's like a multi-use building. So I'm gonna have like different stores on this level. And then up here is all like hotel. It's like an inn. So this is a good place to stop by when you first get in to the town. Like it's pretty simple. So, but the units have a nice balcony to look out. Oh, and then even on the top floor, I was like, I may make like some like nice condos up here. I don't think I finished this, but yeah, just some like, well, yeah, I didn't finish this. Some like spacious condos. Yeah, this building took a pretty long time. And this can either take you out here, and then right here on the ground level, got all my stockpiles. So yes, I mean, still not finished, but that's the idea. Kind of have like things separated out more. Yeah, like these I haven't even done the floors yet. But I was also like, I realized after the fact that I was like, oh, this is right on sea level. And I was like, in theory, it could flood. So I was like, I'm gonna put these chests like off the ground a little bit. It makes a lot of sense. They add like a flooding update or like natural disaster update. All right, yeah, this is really it. So I think I might I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in.